So as of last night, it is official. The meat master himself has ended up in jail and was arrested in Manhattan when he got caught by the FBI. If you've been living under a rock for the past couple months, or I want to say even the past year, P. Diddy has been accused of many heinous crimes. Earlier this year, there was this big paper released. It was like 80 pages long or 70. I don't remember. It was super long. It was way longer than any kind of court document needed to be. But it just wrote out a bunch of different crimes that Diddy had committed in his estate and against other people around him, such as, I think, Cassie. I think that's her name. So crimes he just committed to other artists in the industry. I think sex workers, people that he had around during his parties, Cassie. Ever since that document came out, Diddy has been kind of like on the run. I don't know if he was like officially on the run, but it seemed like he definitely was, because that's a big charge that you don't want to deal with, especially when you're someone like him. I'm not trying to defend him. This sounds like I'm defending him, which is crazy. He's a horrible person. But anyways, the documents came out, Diddy went on the run, and then I want to say like a month later, the video of him beating Cassie in the hotel gets released. I'm not going to show that video because it's brutal and it's depressing. And then he has the audacity to come out and say that he was innocent or something along those lines. I don't remember what he said. But he just like posted a video apologizing or something like that and saying like, that's not the man that I am now. You know, the usual bullshit that people spew whenever they get caught. Now that he's finally arrested, also the judge didn't allow him to get a bail, which I think is hilarious. But now that he's arrested, it kind of raises another question, like what's going to happen because of the court case? Because obviously Diddy is a big thing in the music industry, obviously, with Bad Boy Records and just his influence on hip hop overall. So I'm wondering how this is going to affect like the industry itself because of him going to court and finally getting arrested. Mainly because that 80-page document or whatever, it could be 400 pages, doesn't matter, it's too long. In that document, there's other artists' names and stuff that were in that were redacted or just straight up said it. And I think everyone remembers when Meek Mill crashed out on Twitter, which was hilarious, but he's definitely guilty because he's got to be a part of it. I mean, we all heard the audio. So I'm just wondering what's going to happen in the court case, because Diddy's probably going to say that he is innocent and he's going to plead not guilty. But I'm curious if he's going to go for a plea deal and plead guilty, and what effects that would have on the music industry because of all the people he's been around and all the artists that he's influenced and stuff like that. Or not even that he's influenced, that he put on a platform, because then when you look at those documents and you hear the things that have happened with Diddy, it raises the question, who is involved and who is also guilty, and are those people guilty enough to where they should also have the same punishment as Diddy, if that makes sense. That's the way that I'm looking at it, because probably a fan favorite of most people, you know, big in the 90s, Usher's name came up in that document, which is disappointing for me because I love Usher. There's Usher, Meek Mill, like I said. I can't think of any other artists that I remember seeing in that thing, but I would probably say a lot of New York artists. And also another thing is that when this court case starts, I wonder so I'm not like, I don't want to like spew misinformation on the internet. I don't want to, but the conspiracy theories that have came out about Diddy, like with the Tupac thing, and some people think he had something to do with Biggie, and I saw something that was crazy. I don't think it's true, but the whole thing with Michael Jackson and how people like accused him of touching kids was done by Diddy. I don't know. None of those could be true, and all of those could be true. It really is just see what happens. But I'm excited. That's probably a bad word to use, but I'm ready to see what comes out because of the court case, what kind of information that has been behind closed doors, and what will be brought to light, because there were a lot of names in that document. And some of the shit that's in there is crazy. Like, just for an example, Diddy would have like strippers And other rappers carry around like cocaine. It was like a pink cocaine during his Freaky Friday parties. I think that's what they were called. And he'd have them like carry around cocaine in their pockets around the house, just so whenever he needed cocaine, he could just be like, hey, waiter. Like, what the fuck? Illegal drug use is the lowest charge on that list of charges. The main charges that he has going against him right now is the sex trafficking charge and then the abuse charges on Cassie. I hope that's her name, because if it's not, I've said it multiple times and I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot. The main question that we all has to ask is, did he or did he not? But yeah, the diddler has finally been caught. The meat master has become the meat shit. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for today. I'll see you guys later.